All right, Scorpio, this message is going to be for you. I'm doing a new series already. This is my new portion of Zodiacs, but this is going to be a bonus, and I'm going to do a second one for you. I just posted one, and I'll post pictures in my community tab where I screenshotted that I actually did your message for the last one 2 days ago. 2 days ago when I was doing everybody else's, and I just forgot to make it public. It was in my unlisted. Totally forgot. Went right over my head. I don't know. I thought I had made it public, but I didn't, and I'm so thankful because somebody wrote a comment, and they were really sweet about it too. Gentle, being sweet about my grandma, everything, and I love the way they wrote it. And they were like, by the way, like basically, what happened to the Scorpio message? And I was like, really? What happened to the Scorpio? So I looked back and I'm like, oh, son of a... It wasn't even public. Nothing. I don't believe in like coincidence, right? I don't believe anything's like a mistake. I think it happened for a reason. I almost didn't post it and wrote that person who wrote the comment and said, well, I got one, but I guess time-wise, maybe it's not going to resonate now. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to post that one. I probably already have by the time this one's coming out. This is the bonus. And because I think that's for a group of Scorpios, but it's not for everybody. I think that's the point. So then I got on here and I was like, no, we have to do this for Scorpio. Like, I didn't want you guys to feel left out. So I'm like, I felt like I need to hurry up and get on here and do a bonus for you guys, for those that will like resonate with this one. I'm sure you can feel my energy. It's kind of like, like I'm sorry, but that's not a mistake. So here's what I'm getting in this one. Now, I don't know if this bonus, I don't know if this bonus is connected to that last one. That one was kind of, I called it shattered. Because loud vehicles distract the living out of me. You can probably hear that in the background. Like, I can't stand it. I don't know what it is. It's like a thing for me. I like being in the woods, in the wilderness, in the country or something. I just like quiet, but I don't get quiet ever because I'm in the city. So anyway, what was I saying? It could be connected. Somebody here, they've had a lot going on. Okay, they've had a whole lot going on. Either you're aware of it, or maybe not to every degree, but yeah, maybe even some drama. Someone could feel upset with this person because of how they've reacted to something, because of how they're treating them now, blase, blase, blah. It's because this person doesn't love them. Scorpio, unless this is reversed, somebody could be acting crazy towards you or whatever, very, very upset with you and like doing, I don't know what they're doing, how they're acting, but somebody here cannot handle that another person doesn't love them back or doesn't want them back or doesn't want to stay together because they're in love with you or because you're in love with this person. That's what I'm getting in this bonus. So anyway, I appreciate you guys for being patient with me, and I'm so sorry. You're probably like, dang, where the hell did ours go? But that's it. Somebody's gonna be like, damn, so you just up and leave me, right? So you just don't want to work on this, so you just don't take, so you just blah 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 because you want them. Like, so you could have like, I mean, I'm not getting into that. I'm not making this message about an enemy, but you could have like an enemy that you haven't even done nothing. You haven't even done nothing. You're on the outside of it, but somebody's got their eye on you just to make sure somebody ain't coming to give you attention, making sure somebody ain't coming towards you because they know. So like somebody outright doesn't like you. It's like a jealousy type thing, and those situations can be very difficult, you know. So to not get confused, I'm gonna say somebody is definitely wanting either a do-over with you or a start with you, a new start with you, however you know this person, but they got a lot they're dealing with and a lot of pushback from it. And one in particular person is like making their life living hell because of it, or is planning on it because they are like pissed at this person. Some of you, why is my eye? It's like I got a hair, but it's not my cats. I haven't been picking them up yet today. Some of you, this is an ex, okay? Or someone that you were involved with romantically before, but the way that they treated you, like maybe they up and chose someone over you or left you or they did something. And it could be that person that now they're realizing, oh shit, it's always been Scorpio. I'm in love with Scorpio. That's what it is. I can't help it. You know, you could take this as like in and out, wishy-washy, but people grow. People realize things sometimes that they didn't realize at the time. Not everybody. Sometimes people just like to play the field. You know, when they realize the grass wasn't greener, then they come back. I don't get that. I'm being honest. I actually don't get that. Just like I did not mean to not post the video and make it public and it stayed in unlisted. I don't think this is, now some of you could have people that with you and they are playing with your head. So use your discernment, but you feel people. You know, water signs are naturally kind of in tune in that way. So I think you would know, but I don't think that this person for the Scorpios I'm picking up on is using you. I think they genuinely were being kind of, you know, they just didn't know. They had no clue. There's a plane. Went right over their head. Like a plane. Just, you know, I mean, it's like you would think that they would have seen it, that you were always there, you were always trying, you always were the, you know, I'm not saying it was perfect, but come on now, you know, they're realizing it and they're kicking themselves in the ass and trying to hurry up. Like, oh my God, I gotta, just like me with this video, I've got to hurry up. Like, Scorpio is my person. They're my person. They had some sort of an epiphany. But, and in their mind, they're cool with just up and leaving. You know, I don't think they're gonna, they want to come to you. They want you. And not just romantically, sexually, whatever, in all ways. Like, they realize you're their one. You're their person on this planet. They know it. They've had that awakening. But it took getting to this point, and now it's like, well, they're still going to have all of these repercussions to deal with. Right? Now I'm hearing, there's a lot going on. Did you hear that? Somebody like, beep, beep, locking their doors. Like they may be trying to lock someone out. Now, if this isn't an ex or someone you were already romantically connected to, it could be a newer person, but the same exact thing is happening. Like the moment they met you, they knew it. And they probably kind of kept you waiting or kept you kind of lingering, kept you wondering. You know, maybe they would talk to you sometimes and not talk to you others. Things like that, in, out. And there would be periods of waiting. And the reason I can say periods of waiting is because you had to wait for this message. I'm so sorry. And that's the point. They're sorry. They didn't mean to keep you waiting. They didn't mean to keep you wondering. They didn't mean to kind of, it wasn't an intentional thing for this group of Scorpios. And if you're cross-watching, Scorpio did not do that intentionally. They just didn't know. They didn't see. I mean, it is what it is. Some people just don't until you do. And sometimes it's too late. So I don't know if you want this person back. Yeah, I don't know. But either way, I think that they're going to need to explain some things to you. And I think they're going to. I think someone's going to be more than happy to explain something to you because it's innocent. Even though it seemed very much like neglectful and very much like, okay, yeah, so like there's things about it that it's going to feel kind of like intentional. I feel it's going to feel intentional, but now that could just be your trauma, you know, from other people that done you like that, or from this person having done that to you in the past, depending on how you know them. However, let me take a deep breath. It's not. They meant what they said before. If it's new, they definitely meant every time they reached out. They meant the times that they flirted with you. They meant the things they said. They meant how they treated you. They meant it. They weren't fucking with you. But they also were confused. They also didn't realize who you were to them. And sometimes, guys, it takes people a minute. You know, sometimes it does. Sometimes people just don't get it like you get it. Now, if it is an ex or someone you were romantically linked to before, I still don't think they got it. But perhaps they did mess with you a little. Perhaps they did. And I think if that's the case, oh boy, are they regretful. Oh boy. But you know what? I've heard it said that Scorpios can be, now you can be crosswatch or whoever here, right? But I've heard it said that you can be very unforgiving. Can't everyone? I disagree. I feel like depending on who you are watching this message, it depends on your past. It depends on if you can also allow forgiveness to yourself. If you are a person who is balanced in your life and you have done a lot of work on yourself, I think you can forgive. That doesn't mean that you're going to let them back in. But I do think you'll hear someone out, especially if your love was real for them. You know, again, I think you're going to decide what you want to do, ultimately. But I think someone wants you to allow them to explain. That's it. They just want you to allow them to explain why it's taken them so long, why they didn't provide you some sort of clarity, why they left you hanging, why they did what they did. And the why may just be I was a dumbass. I was stupid. It went right over my head. I wasn't thinking. I wasn't paying attention. You weren't my priority. It was completely like just, whew. I mean, somebody may have even treated you like you weren't even there, because I'm telling you, I totally thought I posted that video and just, you know. But that could be just negligence on my part, not paying attention. Somebody here is like, I just wasn't paying attention. I wasn't seeing it. If it's a newer connection and you weren't linked romantically, somebody could be 31 here. Same thing though. You know, they'd talk to you every now and then. They would send you little signals and this and that, and then it's like nothing. And it's like, are you using me? Are you using me? You know, but nothing. So you're not going to sit there and beg someone for attention. You kind of pulled back and was like, all right then. And here they come. Like they want to explain. They want to talk to you. Can I explain? That's what I'm going to title this. Bonus. Can I explain? Can I please explain? And I think that that's totally up to you if you're willing to let someone explain here. But that's what I'm getting, okay? This was meant to happen, or maybe the first part of the message wouldn't have made any sense. But I don't know. I love you guys so much. Again, I'm going to do another Scorpio message. I'm going to go back in order for this new series I'm putting out. So this is going to go after the original Scorpio video that I forgot to post, the shattered one. This will be posted after that as a bonus, right after the Pisces from the last one, and then I'll start the new series, Aries back up to Scorpio, and I'll do Scorpio then too. So thank you guys for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.